side. Please don't give up this brave fight. Before you make the final choice, hear the sound of another voice. Day of school. Now it ain't the same. They had to take under God away. There's a spot on a courthouse lawn. The 10 Commandments, now they're gone. Many fine young men for God and country, well, they took a stand with blood and tears, fought for their lives. Some of them paid the highest price. They fought for freedom for me and you. The coffin's draped with red, white, and blue. I bet they didn't forget Christ when they gave that final sacrifice. A place in heaven is where they'll go. There's one thing I've gotta say, what'll he do come Judgment Day? I bet God will take him home. Gathered here, the grief we share. They're playing taps and firing in the air. A folded flag they gave to me. Pride filled the air, and he was set free. If you value your own life, don't try to take it, because I died to keep it here. You know it's true. forget Christ as He gave that final sacrifice. A place in heaven is where they'll go. There's one thing I gotta say, what'll He do come Judgment Day? I bet God will take Him home. What'll He do come Judgment Day? I bet God will take Him home. I bet God will take Him home.
I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of talking on the telephone. I'm tired of being who I'm supposed to be. I'd like to find that crazy side of me. I guess I'm a split personality. At least 2 and maybe 3. I'm trying a whole new thing. I got a sweet new song to sing. Do you like what you see? You're looking at a brand new me. I'd like to dance in the rain, laugh when they call me insane. And when that ambulance comes, I'll just smile and show my gums. And when they take me away, I'll just smile and say, I'm trying a whole new thing. I got a sweet new song to sing. Do you like what you see? You're looking at a brand new me. Let's go. Just can't wear them no more. Got rid of my old automobile. Yeah, you ought to see my new set of wheels. I'm gonna chase all my dreams, no matter how crazy they seem. Keep a big grin on my face, make peace with the human race. Round and round and round we go. You can't stop me, no, no, no. I tried a whole new thing. I got a sweet new song to sing. Do you like what you see? You're looking at a brand new me. I'm trying a whole new thing, yeah. Got a sweet new song to sing. I sure do like what I see. I'm looking at a brand new me.
with your sweet head laying on my shoulder. More than half my life, girl, you've been my wife, and my love for you keeps growing stronger. When I turned to you and I said I do, how could I have known that the fire would burn even after all the raindrops fall? When those dark clouds blow our way, my hands still yearn to reach out and touch you. My heart is still ablaze. All the years have not dwindled. Those young feelings that we kindled, then exploded past the point of no return. The fire still burns.
Two young kids, we crossed the bridge that led us to all the things we've called living. I'm at a loss, looking back across to ask for any more than we've been given. You're my lover and my best friend, and I would do it all again, hand in hand, just to watch it grow. Even after all the raindrops fall, when those dark clouds blow our way, my hands still yearn to reach out and touch you. My heart is still ablaze. All the years have not dwindled. Those young feelings that we kindled, they exploded past the point of no return. The fire still burns. Have not dwindled. Those young feelings that we kindled, then exploded past the point of no return. The fire still burns. Oh, the fire still burns.
Thinking too much about you and the way that you love me like nobody do me this way. All the way. The place where we come from is magic, you see, but a child's tear will drown you like no other sea in this world. In this world. When night falls around, you must turn to the one holds you above him to shine in the sun. All the voices around you would tell you to run. Your heart, you just wanna be near him. It's different this time now, why can't you see? The ghosts from your past don't have is worth saving. We'll walk in the sun. When you need me to be there, then I'll be the one. And your children will know what you need them to know, that they will never forsake you. And a mother's love is worth saving.
On a bar stool, watch the big game while I sit and play my guitar. He hollers, hey buddy, now what was your name? Get here, did you have to drive far? Before I can answer, he orders a drink, makes a pass at the barmaid and gives her a wink, then forgets all about me as his nose turns to pink, while I sit and play my guitar. 2 rows behind me sits a family of 4 who came out to have a nice meal. The mother looks frazzled, the father looks bored, till the little girls let out a squeal. They sound like the brakes on an 18-wheel truck. So the drunk at the bar does a cover and duck, and I'm thinking that I should avoid the word flammable while I sit and play my guitar. There's a loving young couple in a booth in the back who are lost in a world of their own. They could star in a movie called When Tongues Attack, coming soon to your nearest iPhone. In her left hip pocket she's got a buzz pass, peeking out through the rib that shows off half her ass. But her boyfriend will find it before it's lost in the grass, while I sit and play my guitar. Strutting up to me is a former prom queen with a song that she just has to hear. She flashes a smile and she's working her jeans that she's got painted onto her rear. She could once make a man thank God he was alive, but her trim girlish figure didn't really survive. She's been pounding the pounder since 75, while I sit and play my guitar. There's John the owner, he's in charge of this zoo, and he walks through the room with a grin. He just loves my music and all the songs I can do, and he thanks me for bringing folks in. I can't hear my voice for the roar of the crowd that fills up the building and batters the clouds. And he says, can you turn down, you're a little too loud, while you sit there playing your guitar. I have been here 5 hours, but it feels like 10 years. My fingers are tingling and sore as I case up my Martin and tear down the gears. Someone yells, buddy, play just one more. You're a hell of a picker, you're our favorite draw. Do you know any Skinnerd? How about some outlaws? But my tip jar is empty and I'm pissed off because all their talk is dirt cheap. You can't spend the applause that you get when you're playing guitar.
presidential poetry, patriotic music. About to ride around like Paul Revere. Forget the redcoats, man. The liberals are coming. The liberals are coming. When I was born, we had President Ford. 1975, the good year that the Lord blessed me with life. 33 years later, I'm blessed with kids and a wife. All praises due to Christ. I'm up late nights worrying about the country's future. We've been cursed since we had that peanut farming loser, Jimmy Carter. Made things harder, a pacifist, sympathizer with terrorist martyrs. He was lost, didn't have a plan, responsible for letting loose the Shah of Iran. Now we're in a jam cause they're developing nukes. And to tell the truth, you can't cut funding for the troops. That's how Reagan won the Cold War, no guns had to shoot. Good economy, no one to redistribute the loot. Here's the real scoop, best modern day president. 8 best years of my life, that's what I represent.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Warren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover.
Yeah. In comes Bush the first. He wasn't the best and he wasn't the worst. Now the family name is cursed cause of his son's 2 wars. 9/11 a conspiracy? I'm not too sure. Anyway, you can keep your propaganda. We need a true conservative as the top commander. Stop the slander, you're lying like Slick Willie when he got caught out there with Monica Lewinsky. He was guilty for getting her dress filthy. The way the media leans to the left, it really kills me. And I think that it's even sorrier the way that he handled Somalia and Bosnia. And I'm not saying Bush was the greatest, but you can't believe everything you see in the papers. I'm not a Bush lover or a Bush hater, but I'm not sure that Obama can keep us safer.
Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama's the president.
Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, freed the slaves and won the Civil War, true, and was assassinated by that murderous vermin John Wilkes Booth, and the whole country mourned while he lay on the floor. This is presidential poetry. Mr. Conservative for president, you better vote for me. We'll have a better candidate next time. Hopefully.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Warren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama.
and not unlike some people I may know. The guy with the turn of a dial of my radio.
Stand up, we salute you. To all the veterans of foreign wars, all the boys fighting on foreign shores. My man Mark W, the non-vet, Sergeant Ski, what's good, baby?
Hey, Bill Clicks, Jason Freeman.
This is for the soldiers with 80 pounds of gear on their shoulders, rocket launchers, bazookas, and flamethrowers. Hey, Bin Laden, game over. Our troops is coming for you, your demise is closer. Get a sniper to scope ya from a mile away. R.I.P. to the soldiers dying every day. And to hell with the enemies of the USA. I don't listen to the media, forget what they say. Grab your rifle and spray, I grab a Bible and pray that another soldier doesn't die from an AK or an IED or an RPG. This ain't no role-playing game or what you see on TV. I support the troops cause they're the reason that we live free, and the reason why we live in the land of liberty. So Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Infantry, ships, planes, and M16s.
So Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Infantry, ships, planes, and M16s. Yeah, grab some hand grenades and some extra magazines. It's time that we take out these fascist regimes.
Some Navy SEALs and airborne rangers, special forces standing strong in the face of danger. Paratroopers and desert commandos, real life Rambos, blazing that heavy ammo.
This is for my military messengers alike, dismantling the foreign cancer. We all unite to destroy the cowards who targeted the towers. Tip my hat to every soldier there defending our rights. Couple homies in Iraq right now, wish I could see them, bet they kicking doors down right now. Who I believe in, all the soldiers waiting for Operation Iraqi Freedom. Chris Rack, Bill Clicks, Undro, Jay Freeman, for short we call them free, which describes me, free. Blood of soldiers spilled for this country, and willingly, that type of bravery is real. Real like John and PC and Caroline Deal. Here they moms and dads, sons and daughters, sisters and brothers. There, they all warriors, fighting for all of us. Respect the hustle, cause if the government's the brains, then the soldiers are the muscle.
So Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Infantry, ships, planes, and M16s. Grab your hand grenades and some extra magazines. It's time that we take out these fascist regimes.
So Navy SEALs, and airborne rangers, special forces standing strong in the face of danger. Paratroopers and desert commandos, real life Rambos, blazing that heavy ammo.
Peace to all the troops in Afghanistan. About to go to Pakistan and fight the Taliban. All the troops dying in the sand. We understand. All the boys in Iraq, all the forces overseas holding it down, keeping us free. KSK, my man Darryl, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Chad, man, I see you. Green Berets. All day.
What if freedom was just a myth? What if the Constitution was dead? What if we betrayed these things long ago. What if we took in less than we spent? What if they told us what to eat? What if they told us how much air to breathe? What if we weren't in charge of our own destiny? What if there were checkpoints and papers, please? What if we didn't live in a free country? What if our forefathers were alive today? What would they say, and what would we tell our children if they aren't free? What if we don't wake up and see? What if we don't wake up and see? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if? What if freedom was just a myth? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if? What if freedom was just a myth? What if freedom was just a myth? Dear God, I pray with all my heart and soul that we never forget our ways. All we need is God and family and liberty. We are the land of the brave and free. What if we didn't live in a free country? What if our forefathers were alive today? What would they say, and what would we tell our children if they aren't free? What if we don't wake up and see? What if we don't wake up and see? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if? What if freedom was just a myth? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if? What if freedom was just a myth? What if freedom was, what if freedom was just a myth? Keep trying to find a way, and I won't stop believing now. Some of these things I can't explain, feelings that won't go away, and I know that the healing I won't give up and let go. Every time I close my eyes are there, every day seems to be more clear, and I picture my life with you. So I lay it down for you, hoping time you follow through, and I go. 'Cause I know in my soul that this can be. I need you to know how I feel about you now. I'm trying to until I've got you. I remember the night I fell in love under the stars above. That's where I first kissed you. Lost in the hazy atmosphere, feeling like you're always in. I see why I met you. Knowing the path of life you'll find, true love that you feel inside, and we must never lose sight. 'Cause love is beautiful and it's so blind. I'm trying to until I've got you. I remember the night I fell in love under the stars above. That's where I first kissed you.
Imagine no longer being tied down to your computer, but having the freedom to take live talk radio with you anywhere you go. TalkStream Live introduces our first ever iPhone application. The talk shows you follow now follow you. And your iPhone is now the fastest and easiest way to stay connected to the best talk radio on the internet. Let TalkStream Live transform the way you listen to radio. Listen to live talk shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mobile talk radio from TalkStream Live. Now available in the iTunes App Store.
Flies high and free.
we'll cross that raging river, and again we will win and you'll be free. Give us faith, hope, charity will make us free. Give us faith, hope, charity will make us free. The spirit of our people will never die. Be bold, be brave, be not afraid to speak your mind. There's a battle going on, we got a message to send, and we'll cross that raging river, and again we will win and you'll be free. You'll be free, free, free. Give us faith, hope, charity will make us free. Give us faith, hope, charity will make us free. Give us faith, hope, charity will make us free. Give us faith, hope, charity will make us free. Give us faith, hope, charity
Yesterday was high school, now I'm death at 1,000 meters, hanging out with the boys. There's no two ways to say it. It's a long, hard road and rough, hanging out with the boys. This desert is a lot like home. Faces never change, but the names are lost at times in the wind. All of my friends are going on to finer things. They think of me time to time, I hope they do. Hanging out with the boys on the line. Grandfather told me the best years of his life was spent hanging out with the boys. Apparently Belgium was a bitch, but he still had his fun hanging out with the boys. I had a second cousin lose his life on the Mekong, and a lot of smoke and noise. Maybe the last thing he saw in those weeds was the sight of those smiling faces he knew he'd never see again in this world, 'cause he was there hanging out with the boys on the line. I sleep tonight on the mountain, I sleep tonight on the sea, hanging out with the boys. That Mona Lisa gonna have to wait to see me hanging out here with the boys until I catch that freedom bird back to the banks of the Tennessee. I'll be hanging out with the boys. Hanging out with the boys. Hanging out. Hanging out with the boys. Hanging out. Hanging out with the boys.
They all warned him he'd be brought back, moving at night under that big old moon, towards the star at the end of the smaller spoon. They either own you or you're blocking their path, like bleeding Kansas and its aftermath. Preston Brooks with a club in hand when he beat Charles Sumner till he could not stand. Every mile stretched out and came between. Away, in between my sorrow and me, miles away. They lied to you and they lied to me. A complete distortion of our history. Thank God for people who won't back down, even when intimidation is all around. Away, every mile stretched out and came between. Away, came between my sorrow and me. Miles away. Believe what you hear at your own risk. There's a much better way to think than this. Read our document with your own eyes, like Frederick Douglass did, and you will realize. Away, every mile stretched out and came between. Away, came between my sorrow and me. Miles away, every mile stretched out and came between. Away, came between.
I see my history makes me who I am, but not who I wanna be. I'm not so sure I like what I see. Still it is what it is. It's still me. Am I destined to repeat myself? I've been trying so damn hard to kill the pain. Am I destined to be nothing else? God, can you come on down and help me turn the page? And tell me why am I so damn hard to love? Is it my heart, my head, my body? I give up. When I'm 6 feet down, will I finally figure out love? When I'm 6 feet down. Chapter 2's a little different than the first. This journey's pulled me through a crazy maze we call life. Opportunities, they've come my way, and I've passed them by with my crazy head, my mind, and my foolish pride. So tell me, am I destined to repeat myself? I've been trying so damn hard to kill the pain. Am I destined to be nothing else? God, can you come on down and help me turn the page? And tell me why am I so damn hard to love? Is it my heart, my head, my body? I give up. And when I'm 6 feet down, will I finally figure out love? When I'm 6 feet down. I'm not so sure about chapter 3. I'm just now coming round the bend. I could spend more time swinging from those monkey bars. I could spend a lot more time with my friends. Am I destined to repeat myself? I've been trying so damn hard to kill the pain. Am I destined to be nothing else? God, can you come on down and help me turn the page? Help me turn the page. Help me turn the page. Help me turn the page. Why am I so damn hard to love?
Are going off the deep end. What about you and me? money. Rich man, he wants more. Old man, he wants time, and a young man wants to get in the door. So many wants and needs, some shallow and some deep. But what I really need is some sleep. I've been running for oh so long, yet there's so much left to do. Yet of all these things I want, I really wanna snooze. Birds have nests, and flowers beds, and bears they have their dens. If there's any rest for the weary, won't you please tell me when? My eyes are growing heavy, don't need to count any sheep. 'Cause what I really need is some sleep. I've been running for oh so long, yet there's so much left to do. Yet of all those things I want, I really wanna snooze. Birds have nests, and flowers beds, and bears they have their dens. If there's any rest for the weary, won't you please tell me when? My eyes are growing so heavy, don't need to count any sheep. 'Cause all I really need is some sleep. Really need some sleep. I gotta get some sleep. Please just let me sleep. Really need some sleep.
It's been coming for a long, long time. Got a brand new song with the same old lines. Gonna rob from the rich, give it to the poor, but stealing, still stealing, no matter who it's for. Don't tread on me, just step back, turn and walk away. Don't tread on me, believe it, you ain't gotta play. Don't tread on me, you'll find out, I mean what I say. Just let me be. Don't tread on me. You think you want the truth? Boy, you'd better not ask. Don't try to get a glimpse of the face behind the mask. They'll tell you you're a free man while they steal away your vote. Shove one hand in your pocket, put the other at your throat. Don't tread on me, just step back, turn and walk away. Don't tread on me, believe it, you ain't gotta play. Don't tread on me, you'll find out, I mean what I say. Just let me be. Don't tread on me. When the sheep are fat and happy, free. They only want to graze in peace when you lead them to the slaughter. It's easy if they're half asleep. Don't tread on me. It's been coming, now I think it's here. We stand at the ready, cast aside our fear. I was born a free man, that's the way I'll die. If you wanna take my freedom, well, I'd like to see you try. Don't tread on me, just step back, turn and walk away. Don't tread on me, believe it, you ain't gotta play. Don't tread on me, you'll find out I mean what I say. Just let me be, let me be. Don't tread on me.
Wake up, America. This your man Nate Smooth coming at you. This song is dedicated to the Runaway Slave movie. A big shout out to my man C.L. Bryan and his crew. Thanks for what you do. And I want y'all to listen up to this song, because it's gonna really open your eyes to something. Check it out. I got my mind made up and I'm ready to go. Slave mentality, never no more. Jump to my feet and I'm starting to run, cause living in this darkness ain't no fun. Praying to the Lord to strengthen my soul. Gathering up my things, it's time to roll. Giving thanks to God for the freedom of life. Being free to choose to do what I like. Choose to run far from the evil tyranny. Screaming it out loud, hope y'all are hearing me. Slavery's been over a long time ago. Clear your mind out and let it go. Run to the right as fast as you can. Pull your bootstraps and take a stand. The left never wants you to win in life. Giving food stamps to the kids and wives. I'm running from the tyranny. Looking for my liberty. I'm sick of this government.
Sick of this government.
Trying to take over me.
Trying to take over me.
It's been too long.
Been too long.
They've been on the throne.
Been on the throne.
I gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out of here.
And make it on my own.
I can make it
That's
on
why we
my own.
run from the tyranny.
Running.
Flee to liberty.
Fleeing.
Pray to G.O.D. Set our minds free. That's why we run from the tyranny.
Running.
Come on. Flee to liberty.
Fleeing.
Pray to G.O.D. Set our minds free. That's why we run. Inner city problems, it's a crying shame. Democrat policies is the blame. Plantation mindset kills your soul. Time to break from the mind control. Lying politician just rapes your loyalty. Y'all still treating them like they royalty. My heart cries out, just open your eyes. Run from the tyranny and save your lives. It's a damn shame to see the people this way. I'm shining light on it in a different way. Wake up America, it's a brand new day. It's time to stop the nation from going astray. Socialism is not the way for us. Marxist politicians we cannot trust. Put your foot down and start voting them out. Doing the Constitution is what it's about. Yo, I'm running from the tyranny. Looking for my liberty. I'm sick of this government.
Sick of this government.
Trying to take over me.
Trying to take over me.
It's been too long.
Been too long.
They've been on the throne.
Been on the throne.
I gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out of here.
And make it on my own. That's why we
own.
run from the tyranny. Flee to liberty.
Fleeing.
Pray to G.O.D. Set our minds free. That's why we run from the tyranny. Come on. Flee to liberty.
Fleeing.
Pray to G.O.D. Set our minds free. That's why we gather around, folks. It's time to do or die. Seek ye the truth and stop living the lies. The government only looks out for self. Your life, it books on the shelf. Run toward freedom, it's the path to choose. Do it right now, it's no time to lose. Saving your soul is priority one. Run toward your freedom, run, 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 run. I'm running from the tyranny. Looking for my liberty. I'm sick of this government.
Sick of this government.
Trying to take over me.
Trying to take over me.
It's been too long.
Been too long.
They've been on the throne.
Been on the throne.
America, listen, it's not a joke. The future of our country is going up in smoke. All hands on deck, it's time to check. Inside that head on top of your neck. Our government is getting way out of control, trying to take all of your rights and crushing your darn soul. Let's go!
I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. This hope and change is getting old. This hope and change is getting old. Sick and tired of lies and smears. Sick and tired of lies and smears. We can't give them 4 more years. We can't give them 4 more years. I don't know, but it's been said. I don't know, but it's been said. Acorn isn't really dead. Acorn isn't really dead. Get those boots out on the ground. Get those boots out on the ground. For freedom's sake, we're duty bound. For freedom's sake, we're duty bound. Grab your friends and neighbors, we all can play a role. Volunteer, grab your gear, get voters to the polls. Turn passion into action, hold a registration drive. Go door to door, state to state, till voting day arrives. Let's get this party started in every single town. Get energized, mobilize those boots on the ground. Yeah, we have had enough of the spreading wealth around, destroying all our jobs, wiping out our bank accounts. Excuses are useless, you'll have no one else to blame. If you don't join the fight, well, you better not complain. Let's get this party started in every single town. Get energized, mobilize those boots on the ground. Come on, smart girls, let's get those boots on the ground. Won't be fooled again by the teleprompter man. If you love your freedom, you better lend a hand. They have the pedal to the metal in destruction overdrive. Slam the brakes, grab the boot, keep liberty alive. Let's get this party started in every single town. Get energized, mobilize those boots on the ground. Time to grab the reins and contribute to the sound. The citizens uniting, getting boots on the ground. Grab the kids and grandma, get those boots on the ground. Smart girls on the front lines, getting boots on the ground.
Desire, I'll be the spark that lights your fire. Whisper a wish, I'll make it come true. Anything for you. Open the door, baby, let me in. Close your eyes, let me touch your skin. I'm gonna pick you up, I'm gonna lay you down. It ain't that far from now. Heaven's waiting just around the bend. It's time to take you, angel, where you've never been. The search is over, let me show you how. Everything you've ever wanted ain't that far from now.
solidarity. From an empty can, I see myself on the 6 o'clock dove, caught up in the shuffle to them deja vu blues. When I'm gone, rest on the wind, I'll come right back to my mother again. When you get back home and you go to sleep, your dreams will tell you what you need to hear. Better stop running from those things you feel. When you're done, meet your son, you'll shine your light on everyone.
See the one they call the sun, yeah. Angel, cold with a cloud. in the middle of a life. I think it was mine. The TV was blaring, the kids were swearing, terrorizing somebody's fine, young, beautiful wife. I think she was mine. There were overflowing laundry baskets and dirty dishes and bathtub and water flooding out the bathroom floor. I thought to myself that I should get to higher ground before I drown. This house just don't seem stable anymore. So I'm calling across the universe, and alien will do. I'm stranded in the strange world. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Send a lifeline, send a ladder. Beat me up, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue now? All around town trying to run me down. These killer soccer moms in their tank-sized SUVs. Running every red light, tailgating every car, trying to get the kids to $1 million after school activities. Hockey, karate, baseball, and dance, seizing the day in the sleep-deprived zombie trance. I need a safe place from the human race, a friendly star deep in outer space. So I'm calling across the universe, and the alien will do. I'm stranded in the stage world. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Send a lifeline, send a ladder. Beat me up, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue now? Listen, I work double time, overtime, pencil and sleep for a tiny little check that the government gets to keep. All for these sneaky little envelopes that multiply, crawling out of my mailbox to suck my checkbook dry. Cell phone, landline, water and heat, credit cards and cable, HMO and electricity. I'm drowning in a paper sea of debt, trying to make a living, feeling like certain death. So I'm calling across the universe, and the alien will do. I'm stranded in the strange world. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Send a lifeline, send a ladder. Beat me up, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue? 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Can I get a rooftop rescue? Just take a look down, 'cause I'm still looking up, waiting. Sending out my signal, can't you hear my distress? Any day now, you're picking up my SOS. I'm sending out my signal, can't you hear my distress? Well, any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. I'm sending out my signal, can't you hear my distress? Well, any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. Any day now, picking up my SOS. Any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. Any day now. liberty, don't tread on mine. Borderline tyranny, talking to you clowns down in D.C. Power corrupts absolutely, and you crossed the line this time. Man, it all be comical. If y'all want me so pitiful, your conscience won't get you. Karma will, for all your lies. Sick and tired of all the bull. Hey, even better still, how about one of y'all read the bill before you sign the dotted line? Come on! We the people to form a more perfect union. Yeah, we the people. We the people won't stand for restitution. Nah, 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 nah. We the people live by a constitution. And if it makes you that, there's gonna be a revolution. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Soldier boys, my dear old dad, giving me everything I have. How dare you take it away? Liberty is under the gun from Lenin, Karl Marx, and Mao Zedong. Rather side with Attila the Hun than progressive sleazies. Man, it's all so bizarre. Everywhere I look, I see another czar lighting up a Cuban cigar. We're like American refugees. A founding father once said, without liberty, you're better off dead. Live those words to your very last breath. The freedom don't come free. Oh no, it don't, baby. We the people to form a more perfect union. We are the people. We the people won't stand for restitution. No, 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 no. We the people live by a constitution. Yes, that is gonna be a revolution. Liberty and happiness, all I want from our Congress. Man, they sure did make a mess of our country. Doesn't take a genius to see what those crooks are doing to us. Robbing us blind, it's obvious, lock them up and toss the key. Certainty is getting taxes, don't bring it back on those freedom bushwhackers. Man, you're like liberty hackers, hugging on our cheese. Taxes without representation. Now they're trying to take my gun. When you hear click, click, start to run or rest in peace. You better start running, baby. People to form a more perfect union. I still see you. The people won't stand for restitution. No, 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 no. We the people live by a constitution. If you mess with that, there's gonna be a revolution.
she's sorry, and she says she's angry. And I'm here to say she's not the only one. I'm here to say she's not the only one.
I woke up to the sound of screaming strangers on a Tuesday morning, somewhere in the middle of a life. I think it was mine. The TV was blaring, the kids were swearing, terrorizing somebody's fine, young, beautiful wife. I think she was mine. There were overflowing laundry baskets and dirty dishes and bathtub water flooding out the bathroom floor. I thought to myself that I should get to higher ground before I drown. This house just don't seem stable anymore. So I'm calling across the universe, any alien will do. I'm stranded in a strange world. Can I get a room tower rescue? Send a lifeline, send a ladder. Beat me up, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a room tower rescue now? All around town trying to run me down. These killer soccer moms in their tank-sized SUVs. Running every red light, tailgating every car, trying to get the kids to $1 million after school activities. Hockey, karate, baseball, and dance, seizing the day in the sleep-deprived zombie trance. I need a safe place from the human race, a friendly star deep in outer space. So I'm calling across the universe, any alien will do. I'm stranded in the stage world. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Send a lifeline, send a ladder. Beat me up, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue now? Listen, I work double time, overtime, pencil and sleep for a tiny little check. Did the government gets to care? Back now, give the money back now, give it back now, give it back. All for these sneaky little envelopes that multiply, crawling out of my mailbox to suck my checkbook dry. Back now, give the money back now, give it back now, give it back. Cell phone, landline, water and heat, credit cards and cable, HMO and electricity. I'm drowning in a paper sea of debt, trying to make a living, feeling like certain death. So I'm calling across the universe, any alien will do. I'm stranded in the strange world. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Send a lifeline, send a ladder. Beat me up, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue? 'Cause mothership, you're overdue. Can I get a rooftop rescue? Can I get a rooftop rescue? Just take a look down, 'cause I'm still looking up, waiting. Sending out my signal, can't you hear my distress? Any day now, you're picking up my SOS. I'm sending out my signal? Can't you hear my distress? Well, any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. I'm sending out my signal. Can't you hear my distress? Well, any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. Any day now, picking up my SOS. Any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. Well, any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. Any day now, you'll be picking up my SOS. Any day now, picking up my SOS. Picking up my SOS. On any day now, you've been picking up my SOS. Yes.
Lincoln never let the world forget that the Civil War involved an even larger issue. This he stated in dedicating the military cemetery at Gettysburg, that we here highly resolved that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Took a walk out back in the hills. Got some things weighing on my mind. Kicked up some dirt, took a couple of steps. Sat right down on this old oak log and I say a little prayer for my kids. I listen to the left and I listen to the right. I clench my fist with all my might. If old Abe Lincoln could just be here, he wouldn't be preaching no spirit of fear now. He'd be talking to the man above. I think I hear his voice.
be heard. We don't need no big brother telling us what to do. This country belongs to me and you. Listen to those blowing winds. Listen to those winds of old. They're trying to warn you. They're trying to warn you. Do you know what it means to be free? Do you know what it means to be free? Do you know what it means to be free? Do you know what it means to be free? Do you
She was right there by your side every step of the way. It made you feel like a hell of a man. You treated her in your own way. All the cussing and the fighting in the back of your hand, it went on too long. Bet you never thought she would find the strength to pack up, leave and be gone. And now you're looking everywhere, but she ain't nowhere to be found. She deserves a good loving man, someone to make her feel proud. And now you feel the pain, crying in your beer about what you lost and how it hurt so bad. But you can't lose what you never had. Friends wanted her to walk away, but she held it all inside. She hoped and prayed for some better days, that he might stay sober tonight. All the lying and denying she could never understand. Just the same old song, and she knows sorry don't mean a thing when you keep on doing wrong. And now you're looking everywhere, but she ain't nowhere to be found. She deserves a good loving man, someone to make her feel proud. And now you feel the pain, crying in your beer about what you lost and how it hurt so bad. But you can't lose what you never had. She's moved on, her new life has just begun. You ought to feel lucky, you could have been staring down the barrel of a shotgun. And now you're looking everywhere, but she ain't nowhere to be found. She deserves a good loving man, someone to make her feel proud. And now you feel the pain, crying in your beer about what you lost and how it hurt so bad. But you can't lose what you never had. You can't lose. Oh. You can't lose. You can't lose. Yeah. Oh.
money they demand. They regulate, legislate, monitor, and control. But they haven't figured out how to possess a man's soul. There's a God up above who oversees it all, who lifts up the humble and makes the proud fall. He poured out his spirit into the hearts of men who long to live in peace, but are forced to take a stand. And you can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Oh, I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. The God I serve, many have done wrong in his name. They weren't acting for him, they had their own gain. Though we are willing to turn the other cheek, that doesn't mean that people can pray all the week. We must help the helpless, stand up for what's right, dissipate the darkness and walk in the light. You can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Oh, I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. It all, who lifts up the humble and makes the proud fall. He pours out his spirit into the hearts of men who long to live in peace, but are forced to take a stand. And you can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Oh, I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. But few really live. We're not here to take, we're here to give. So let's give our all like our fathers did before. Those who would restrict liberty must be allowed no more. And you can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Oh, I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. You can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Oh, I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. Well, you can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Don't you even try. I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. Till the day I die. Yes, you can take my life, but you'll never take my freedom. Don't you even try. I will fight for the right to live for the God I believe in. Till the day I die.
I love this country, even though we've made mistakes. That lady stands for freedom, and I'll defend her to my grave. There's a list of rules I live by, you all know where it's at. It don't take a law degree to understand that. And there's a lot more people out here like me. In case you haven't heard, we're called the Tea Party. And if you think we were strong before, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're tired of your foolish games, these wars and this debt. You can bet your backside there's a storm on the way. You'll hear the thunder on election day.
you're broken, even worse than before. And you need to be reminded of just who you're working for. Each of us is here for our own reason. From the future of our children to our religious freedom. And if you think we were strong before, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're tired of your foolish games, these wars and this debt. You can bet your backside there's a storm on the way. You'll hear it's dead. You can bet your backside there's a storm on the way. You'll hear the thunder on election day. On election day.
And welcome back. This week's featured artist is Brad Unick. Welcome to the show, Brad.
Hey, thank you. Good to be with you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. We want to spend a little bit of time getting to know you. I looked in your bio for songyou.com, and it says that you were born in Rockford, Illinois, but that you grew up in Huntington Beach, California. How'd that work out?
Great. Well, both my mom and dad, they grew up in a little town there in northern Illinois, and along came me, and Dad had been out of the Air Force just a couple years, and he'd done some schooling, and while he was in the service, they had shipped him out to March Air Force Base for some training. A small town kid, he just decided he wanted to raise his family out in the West, so off we went. So all my growing up from 1 year and a week to about the age of 20, I was down in California with our extended family, all my grandmas and grandpas and cousins and everybody back in the Midwest. So we were back and forth all my growing up.
I see. So your dad's retired Air Force?
No, he did one hitch. He did a 4-year hitch. He served from 1952 to 1956 and did his time there in the service, and then he elected to get out. So no, he's not a 20-year man, but he has fond memories of being in the service. He was stationed in Germany for at least the last 2 years of his service time, and he and Mom spent their first marriage year overseas. She was able to go overseas with him, so they have a lot of fond memories of service friends and mates over there.
It said in your bio that you were born in 58, and I probably shouldn't tell people how old you are, but I did a little bit of math, and you married the love of your life in 1981. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
You bet. That's my dear wife, Susan, the one that puts up with me. We just crossed our 30-year anniversary back in October, which I still find that hard to believe, but I guess we did. And it's funny because we knew each other from church growing up as kids. Susan would have been 2nd grade, and I think I was in 4th when we first met each other. But we never dated till we were out of high school. I had been out of state working for a while, and she'd get out of high school, and we started dating shortly after that. And we've been blessed to be together since that time. So,
well, congratulations on hitting that 30-year mark. Now,
thanks.
That's quite an accomplishment. In today's world, long-term marriages seem to be a thing of the past, so I give you guys very high marks for that. I'm not sure how you did it, but, kudos to you. Is there any words of wisdom you can share for those of us that, are hanging in there with our marriages?
Well, just for sure find the one that you love and let God do the work. We just, when we got married, it was certainly in front of God and family and friends, and our Creator is a major component to our home with our children and each other. And a long way from perfect, but he gets us through the humps and the bumps and warts and all the divots in between, and I'm just real grateful for a good marriage.
Let me ask you, as a preacher's daughter and having a strong background in the church and having a strong relationship with my Maker and having a lot of faith, would you say to me that your faith in God, your relationship in God, both you and Susan, had a big impact on being able to stay together, that foundation?
Absolutely. yeah, I don't even have to think about that one. I mean, because there are times, any marriage, if they're honest, they're going to tell you there's times that, man, this just ain't fun. And thankfully, those times have been very few. But, like anybody, we've had some rough times, not necessarily, relationship-wise, but just hard stuff coming your way, and it's just a real blessing to be able to lean on each other and know that, it's not only a physical love, that you're infatuated with somebody, but that you've got somebody looking over you in the character of God that wants that marriage to work. And it's been a real blessing. It seems like yesterday that we were dating, but here it is 30 years plus, so we're just real thankful for that.
Now, I understand from your bio that you had your children. You have a son and a daughter, and you had them fairly late in your marriage. How long had you guys been married when you had your children?
Well, our daughter Heather is 11, and our son Joshua is 6. In fact, he was just in here cutting around in here. I had to scoot him out with his dog and get him out there to his mother. But we've been just really, really blessed to be able to adopt both of our children. And if I had more time with you, each one it's just a real neat story. But it was just God's hand at work, because we wanted children real bad from the get-go, and Susan was pregnant twice earlier in our marriage years, and those little babies didn't make it full term, and that would be one of the hard points that I was referring to a little bit ago, that God gets you through. And just out of the blue, 2 unconnected stories. We have 2 just incredibly beautiful children, and we're just real thankful. So it's funny because here we are 30 years married, and many of our friends that we grew up with are starting to pop out grandkids, and we're running with a soon-to-be kindergartner and a 6th grader. So we set the plans, and then God kind of laughs at us sometimes. He says, here's how we're going to do it, and so that's what we do.
I can understand that. It rarely works out the way you think that it will, but everything that God has planned for us works in His time. We just have to be patient. I noticed that you've been writing songs since 7th grade. Tell me about how you started writing songs at such a young age.
Well, it was about the same time I started playing guitar, and keep in mind, when I'm with a real guitar player or a real singer, I always quantify my abilities. I love to do both. I'm certainly no player, and I'm not a great singer, but the writing just started coming shortly after I started playing the guitar and playing with friends, and lyrics and pieces of lyrics would start coming, and to my amazement, it was like, wow, I got a song here. And of course, with church and encouragement from adults and peers, I would share them on a given Sunday, and good response and encouragement in that regard. And it's just always been part of me, I guess, the writing aspect of it. So it's just something I got to do, something I enjoy doing, something I want to do, and I try to get better at.
Well, I think you're fabulous. What I've heard has been fabulous. What was the first song you wrote?
Well, the very first one was Sisters and Brothers. And it was, I can still play it and sing it, usually on the first shot without getting the words out, and just talking about sisters and brothers in Christ. And chord structure-wise, it sounded a lot like the early Maranatha music that was coming out of Calvary Chapel system, because that's what I was listening to, that and country. And so you kind of emulate what you're hearing. But yeah, it would have been Sisters and Brothers.
Very cool indeed. Now, I know that you play the guitar, but I noticed that you also play piano. You took lessons for 5 years, is that correct?
That's right, yeah. About 1st grade to 5th, it was kind of a ground rule in our household. My mother is a piano player, and if we wanted to do something, piano was a prerequisite to any other instrument, and that was okay, because there was a lot of singing and playing in our house growing up. And so there again, I'm not an accomplished pianist. I've got a fairly decent ear, so I like to sit down and play. If there's a slot or filling in a church or something, that might help a little bit on the piano. Not a lot, not near as much as the guitar, but I enjoy sitting down on the keyboard and popping the keys once in a while.
Yeah, and then does your wife play and sing with you?
She plays the piano, and then after we were married, she wanted to learn how to at least work her way around the flute so she can play the flute. And, you know, we've done some in the past. It's been a while, but we've done some singing together. You know, other churches that we've been part of. You go back far enough, the two of us used to sing with my sister and her husband. We would do a kind of a foursome thing once in a while. Not a lot, but it was always fun when we did it.
Excellent, excellent. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your influences, your musical influences? I noticed that you had mentioned Don Williams, Johnny Cash, John Denver. Can you tell me a little bit about how they influenced you exactly?
Well, I always drift to the lyrics. You know, when I hear a song, be it, you know, country or rock or contemporary Christian, whatever, if I'm sitting there listening to a recording or live, whatever the case, I always gravitate to the lyrics, and the music always seems to be secondary to that. I want to, you know, they're made. You can't get them apart. But if I can't understand the lyrics, and if the lyrics don't make any sense to me, I'm generally going to change the station. And it just, you know, there again, as I was learning the guitar and trying to coordinate my mouth and my fingers all at the same time, there's the seventh grader. It was about the time Denver was coming into his heyday in old country, and certainly Cash and Don Williams, and it was just, you know, it's what I was listening to. So it's always there. And, you know, I like to think that, you know, anything that I write, certainly, you know, current stuff, that people can send us those lyrics, and, you know, they may not agree with them. It may be something foreign to them, but they can understand them, and the flow of the song makes sense to them. So I, you know, definite impact on those pro singers and performers, and I always bent to the lyrics.
Now, when you're writing a song, do you start with lyrics, or do you start with a melody in your head? I know that the process is different for different musicians and songwriters. How do you sit down and start the process?
You know, to that I would answer yes. You know, all of the above. If you pushed me on it, it's usually a line. It may be the hook line. It may not be, but it may be a concept, an idea that comes to me, and wow, that's cool. I need to write that or explore it. But sometimes, you know, it's just a little musical riff thing going. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. But, you know, being more dominant on the words, I think you know, there's usually a line or two, might have the chorus, you know, might be the start of a first verse. Second verses are tough. You know, if I ever make it in the writing world, I'm going to hire somebody to write my second verses, I think, because that's always the tough part, it seems like. But I really, you know, I've got a couple I'm working on right now, and, you know, each one of them starting different. You know, there's going to be a different section in the song, and then you start building out from there. So, and following the prose, you know, I'm trying to tighten my writing skills up the last several years, and floating stuff out to prose, and, you know, trying to get them utilized. And the more I read and research the people that are making their living with their music, it comes always. There's no set way, and I'm going to have to agree with it. With my own writing, it just comes all different directions.
Great. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more Brad Unick and his music. Don't touch that mouse. And we're back with Brad Unick. Welcome back, Brad.
Hey, Candy.
Now, in looking at your bio and doing my research, I see that you are working towards getting your music out into mainstream, becoming a professional writer. What steps have you taken, and how difficult has it been, that process in getting your music out to the bigger names?
Well, it's most definitely a process, and I'm learning as I go, making a lot of mistakes and trying to do things right. You know, prior to 2004, pretty much everything I'd written was in a stack of scratch paper stuffed in the neck of my guitar case. And so there was pretty close to 30 years of completed songs and pieces of songs stuffed in that guitar case, and it was always a source of comedy with friends when we'd open up to play. And, man, why don't you clean up that mess? And so that was my filing system. And there in about that time, Susan said something to me one day, my wife, and talked talking about my music, and she said, this stuff is your legacy. It's a piece of your legacy. And the light bulb went on, because what she was saying is, you need to get serious with this. You need to catalog it and refine it, and try to make some sense out of it. So, for one of the few times in my life, I tried to do what I was told, and so I joined up. Well, first thing we did was start cataloging my music. We picked up a computer. I learned how to use that thing. I'm about as ignorant on them as you're going to find, but started cataloging stuff, and first big project was getting everything out to copyright, and just kind of a blanket load of copyright material. And then I joined up with Nashville Songwriters Association back in Nashville, and a lot of good instruction and directional stuff coming from that outfit. Wasn't too long after that, I became aware of Song U, which is an instructional organization, songu.com, back in Nashville. It was started by writers, a husband and wife, Danny and Sarah, and just a lot of good feedback, real-time stuff on the computer, listing opportunities and things like that. And it's all come together, forcing me to act and write like a pro would. And, I'm constantly pitching songs out and trying to get them picked up. I'm getting some second and some third looks on a couple of them. Nothing, drastic has happened yet. I've got a couple things pending right now with a couple different publishers, and there's one producer right now looking at some of my stuff. But it's just a whole series of little steps. So, I kind of laugh. You got all these young writers and people that are back there living their music, and here's this 53-year-old bald guy, come along trying to compete with them. But I'm starting to, and I would dearly love to turn the radio on and say, I had a hand in writing that song. And so that's where I'm headed. That's where my heart's at. Just trying to make each one better. Each one who writes their best song. And it's, the reality of that, it's not the case, but that's how we see them. I'm just trying to get them tightened up and get them out there into the public.
Exactly. One of the things that I like about your music is that I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I can play one of your songs, and I'm going to get a good, positive message. Can you tell me if that, in your opinion, is needed most in America today as far as pop culture goes, and what your songs do for that?
Well, thank you, number one. That makes me feel great that you would say something like that. I just, I said to Susan so many times and friends, I don't want to ever write something or, being on a co-write of something that would make my wife or my children or my parents, kind of cringe or maybe a little ashamed of what I'm doing. That's just not me. I'm going to write about what I know, or what I want to learn. And, what I know is God, his concern for us, my concern for our country, concern for, family issues. I mean, again, we're raising our two kids. You got your daughter, and we've got our little ones, and that's a big responsibility. And the toughest job in the world is being a parent. And I want, I guess my first and foremost wish with my music is that it could be received by the public and, make somebody think or make somebody, or encourage them to think, or maybe reevaluate something they're doing and try to straighten up something that's crooked or broke or whatever, but that it would be received in a positive manner in their home, in their life. And then I'm going to be a happy man. I'm not going to write, something about going out to the bar and getting drunk. And I mean, some of those songs are great musically, and you're foot stamping and you're dancing, and that's all cool. That's all good. But I always default back to the lyrics. So my intention is to write good music with positive lyric, and that's where I'm going with this. So.
Well, I think you are succeeding, and I think America can use more of that music. Now, what drew you to Big Dog Music Mafia? Because here we are spreading the message of conservatism. We are wanting to change pop culture, and because we think it's going to have a more positive impact on the political climate. What are your thoughts on where America is today and exactly what role pop culture is going to play on that? Because, like I said, your music is positive. It's great. I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to hear a curse word or something, anti-American in your music. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, the first part of your question, my initial connection or becoming aware of Big Dog was Reese reached out to me. One of my songs, I just threw together a YouTube thing, which is the only one I've ever done, and it was basically just a picture of our flag out on our front porch, and I, put one of my songs against it, get her done, and it was just an exercise in trying to learn how to do something on YouTube and get one of my songs out there for fun. And Reese seen it somehow on the internet and corresponded with me and back and forth, and lo and behold, there's Big Dog. And so that was my connection to Big Dog, and it's just been really fun getting to know some of you guys, and just amazes me what's going on there with Big Dog music. As far as the pop culture thing, absolutely. I mean, I just firmly believe that it's all connected. You can't take one part of society and you focus solely on that, regardless of what it is, and expect some quantum huge change turning around of our nation. It's all connected. It's all woven together. And, folks are listening to music and they're watching TV and messing around with the internet. And, there's a lot of good stuff there, but there's a lot of ungood stuff, for lack of another word. And so what you guys, it appears to me you are trying to do with Big Dog Music Mafia and some of my personal goals, they're almost carbon copied. They just, the liberal side, if you're talking liberal, conservative, the political aspect, liberal side, folks that are maybe intent on writing lyrics that are not very becoming, I just don't buy into the fact that they should have all the good music. I just don't accept that premise. And I think if we have any hope at all of helping to turn our nation back to the course that we should be on, the music, regardless if it's pop, rock, country, that's going to be a component of that. And it's going to take people, writers, performers, producers, the whole gambit of the business and support structure, people jumping in there and just simply doing what's right. And, and putting out a good product. And from a commercial aspect, if it's received and people are buying it, that's the watermark on the commercial side. It's selling money. That's what we always hear. Well, it just don't sell. Well, my intention is to write good stuff that does sell and that people want to listen to and that they want to be playing at the party or whatever the case. And I most definitely, if we're going to turn this mess around that we call the United States of America right now, it's going to take all of us doing the right thing.
I agree wholeheartedly. And I appreciate what you're doing in your efforts with your music to help turn this country around. One more question for you. I noticed that you have a few favorite quotes you listed on your soundyou.com profile, and one of them was Psalm chapter 20, verse 4. Can you repeat that for the listeners today?
Yeah. I've got it sitting here in front of me, so don't think I'm any whiz-bang intellectual. I love God's Word, but my memory ain't so good sometimes. But what that scripture says is, may He, speaking about God, may He give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. We will shout for joy when you are victorious, and will lift up our banners in the name of our God. May the Lord grant all your requests. And my wife gave me that early on in the song, in the music process here. And she just kind of smiled and said, here, this is where we're going with this. And so you could go back to the context of that scripture when King David wrote that, and the context would be, a little varied. But it just spoke volumes to me that, this situation we're in, individually and certainly with our nation, it's bigger than us. And I have no doubt in my mind that God wants us as individuals and us as a nation to do the right thing and to succeed and to live in a manner that's, that makes Him smile. And so that scripture speaks to that, and it speaks to me in my music quest too. That there's individuals and entities bigger than what I can see that are waiting for me to succeed and waiting for us to succeed as a country. So, that's a big one to me.
Absolutely. I have to confess, Brad, I knew you had it sitting there where you could read it to us very quickly. I cheated.
Yeah, it's been posted up here with a couple of the others, and I just, I look at that. I did that on purpose, because every time I sit down and work on my music, I'm looking at that, and I'm reminded of it. And I have to do that, because I got kind of a feeble mind, I guess, sometimes. And
well,
need to be reminded.
I enjoyed finding that, and I had just such a need to share that. So, I made sure I had this handy so I could ask you to tell everyone what that scripture is. And it is a positive message, and I think it's one that we can all share. And if we shared that with one another, I think we would see even more successes in our lives and in our country, in our communities, and as a group, as a family, as a whole. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You bet.
Last thing, can you tell us, other than BigDogMusicMafia.com, where we can find your music for sale? Because I know that we have a lot of listeners that would love to help you out in your quest.
Well, yeah. Currently, I've only got 2 of them up for sale. It's Get Her Done is one song, and then Hard Times, Tender People, both those songs. They can find them at cdbaby.com. They can find them on iTunes or Amazon. Just go in there and search my name or the title. If you want to go in and just hear me warbling my voice and the guitar, you can go to songu.com. I've got a hosting page in there for instructional purposes, but I got a bunch of my work tapes posted in there. You name it, silly stuff that we do up here at the ranch, and all sorts of serious and goofy stuff and stuff that ain't completed. But they can go in there and hear some more of that if they want. But as far as polished, radio-ready songs, I've got just 2 of them up for sale, and they can certainly find them at iTunes or Amazon, CD Baby.
Excellent. Now, can you tell us where that ranch is? Because some of us, me, would be interested in coming up, hanging out, sitting around that campfire, and letting you pick a little guitar and sing to us. Where is that ranch at?
Well, you bet. We're up here in Sandpoint, Idaho. We're actually northeast of the town of Sandpoint by about 16 miles. The name of the ranch is Western Pleasure Guest Ranch. It's owned and operated by Raleigh and Janice Schoonover, who are just a couple of real good friends, and I've worked for them for several years now, and ranch is home to me and Susan and our children. It's physically, it's about 1,100 acres, plus or minus. It has been in Janice's side of the family since 1939, but they've had their family's been on it since 1940. It's a working cattle ranch as well as a guest operation. We see folks come in from all over the country, and we've had a lot of international visitors over the years. They've been in business. The guest ranch has been in business for 20 years. So yeah, Sandpoint, Idaho, we're about 50 miles as the crow flies south of the Canadian line, right up in the Panhandle. Just beautiful country. Good place to call home. A lot of course, good solid 4 seasons. Right now, we're still looking like winter. It's been snowing today. Still snow and ice shrouded up here. Looking forward to spring like we do every year.
Well, thank you so much for giving us all that information, where we can find your music and where we can find you for when we want to come visit. And thank you so much for your time today, Brad. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to more of your work being out there for us to enjoy. And, I can't express enough gratitude from a parent's point of view. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the message that you are putting out with your song and helping America turn around.
Well, thanks, Candy. That means a lot to me. It's just a good part. Real good for me, and I just feel real good about what I'm seeing and hearing their Big Dog music, and it's fun being part of it.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Brad Unick. You can find him at bigdogmusicmafia.com/forward/profile/Brad Unick. Don't forget to join us next week for another great round of Big Dog Music Hour.
tree had grown from the seeds that forgotten fathers had sown. They'd not tilled nor earth, nor sweat, nor toil. Their hands never touched the soil. While they danced around the liberty tree, their backs were turned, they could not see the axe in the irons of captivity. While they danced around the liberty tree, under the tree's branches they dozed in the shade. In the cool afternoon they'd laugh, love and play. On the tree's trunk they'd lean to rest their bones. Sacred fire was turning to stone. While they danced around the liberty tree, their backs were turned, they could not see the axe in the eyes of captivity. While they danced around the liberty tree. Well, they danced around the liberty tree. Their backs were turned, they could not see the axe in the irons of captivity. While they danced around the liberty tree. And around the tree they lived their lives, free from struggle and sacrifice. An extravagant party, a royal masquerade. The debt must be repaid. While they dance around the liberty tree, the backs were turned, they could not see the axe in the irons of captivity. While they danced around the liberty tree.
It's like fighting two enemies, one with twisted fantasies of suicide and a god that wants blood spilled. The other demon lurks inside, strengthens them and us divides. Moronic rants and acts of treason, yeah. Blame it all on arrogance, blame it all on corporate greed, but never blame the guilty savages and the evil of the breed. Gotta give 'em war, give war a chance.
a one. Give one chance. Death that never can fade. Our memory will never fade when we give them more. Give one chance. Nothing does it quite the same. They've only got themselves to blame when we give them more. Sometimes war is the answer.
Can you hear our voice? Can you read our mind? You've left us no choice. You've left us behind. Where we're gonna go from here? We ask you. When we're all so filled with fear, we ask you. Can you feel our pain? Can you hear our rage? You thought you were so smart. Then we turned the page. Where we gonna go from here? We ask you. When we're all so filled with fear, we ask you. You thought we'd just back down. Well, you don't know who we are. The only thing around is a line that stretches far before you. Too big to ignore. We're too strong for you. You scoffed at us before. The madness now is through. Where we gonna go from here? We ask you. When you're all so filled with fear, we ask you. Can you hear our voice? Can you read our mind? You've left us no choice. You've left us behind.
Which one is it? Have you made up your mind? Are we
You had your makeover, but it's just the same old stuff. We're sick and tired of it. We've really just had enough. Don't try and say that we've just been misled, 'cause we've been told lies by some talking heads. It doesn't take much to see that you're wrong. Just common sense and a moment of thought. We thought perhaps all the talk about change meant that you had seen the error of your ways. But all that hope quickly turned to regret when you tried to go so far to the left. We heard you, we get it. We think it completely sucks. You don't have the answers. You just make things more screwed up. You had your makeover, but it's just the same old stuff. We're sick and tired of it. We've really just had